Do you think the mistake we made at this present time, unless things changes, is it's the sale of Diaz? Because
Yeah.
Diaz is the one.
100%.
I think he's the one.
Ahí está, uno de los canales de hinchas de Liverpool hablando de que sí fue un error dejar ir a Luis Díaz. Aquí les traigo todo el análisis completo, son como 5 minutos de ellos hablando de todo eso, de lo que pasó, de lo que puede pasar, de lo que les hace falta y cómo extrañan a Lucho Díaz. Todo eso en un momento. También les traigo a Don Hussam, ¿recuerdan de él? Él va a hacer una cosa porque él como que se aburrió en uno de los partidos de pretemporada e hizo algo en relación a Luis Díaz, así que esperen eso va de primero y después al análisis de los muchachos. Ya saben, suscríbanse al canal, denle like al video, el pulgarcito me ayuda mucho. Bienvenidos a todos los nuevos al canal. Ahí está, así se llama el canal, Golazo. Mi apellido es Lazo, por eso se escribe así, el canal. Bienvenidos, comenten, yo leo todos, trato de contestarles a todos. Usualmente les pongo el pulgarcito si leo su mensaje. Si no les contesto, si ven el pulgarcito es que lo leí. Bueno, quiero darles un poco de contexto al video. Hablan de dos jugadores, aparte de Lucho Díaz, que por cierto les voy a mostrar un par de jugadas que hizo el otro día contra el Grasshopper de Suiza. Les voy a mostrar dos jugadas de Lucho Díaz. Pero antes de eso, les voy a hablar de dos jugadores que ellos hablan. Uno de ellos es Río. Es un muchachito jovencito, creo que tiene 16 años, 17, bueno, es jovencito, 16, 17, 18, es joven. Supuestamente lo veían o lo ven como el reemplazo de Lucho Díaz. Como no han contratado a nadie, puede que él sea el que lo reemplace a Lucho Díaz, y se hizo un golazo en la pretemporada, no sé si lo vieron, aquí está, el muchacho lo agarró desde el medio campo, se fue, y un tirazo. Así que todos están contentos con él, pero no saben si está listo para estar, no, en la Premier, pero no, hablan de él en un momento, lo van a escuchar, Río van a decir, ¿ya? El otro es Isak, Alexander Isak, que fue el mejor delantero de la Premier League la temporada pasada y el Liverpool lo quiere. El Newcastle no lo quiere dejar ir. 150 millones de euros se están pidiendo. Así que hay una pelea, no se sabe si va, el muchacho no iba a entrenar porque se quiere ir a Liverpool. Van a hablar de él también en esto, ¿ya? Y por si acaso no lo conocen, aquí está un gol de él para que lo vean. Así le agarró la mitad. ¡Pum! Golazo de Isaac, es muy buen delantero. Es un delantero, es un 9 puro, de esos de que están en el lugar correcto para meterla, pero también hace goles como ese. Entonces hablan de Isaac y hablan de Río. Por cierto, si Lucho no se iba, le iban a echar la culpa a Lucho de quedarse porque querían a Isaac. Isaac es tan costoso que la venta de Lucho les ayuda a comprarlo, ¿ya? Así que si se hubiera quedado Lucho, hubieran dicho, por culpa de Lucho no compramos a Isaac. Así que ahora ya lo vendieron a Lucho. Isaac no llega todavía. Supuestamente debe llegar, pero todavía no llega. Bueno, ese es el contexto. Yo sé que muchos de ustedes dicen que yo hablo mucho aquí, pero les quiero dar el contexto de lo que están hablando para que sepan de quién están hablando, ¿ya? Las jugadas de Lucho Díaz del otro día contra Grasshopper, hizo dos jugadas. Una que, aquí están, aquí va la primera, la agarró, se fue, se llevó a los dos defensas, llévese. Se dio la media vuelta, disparó ya sin piernas, pero bueno, muy buena jugada. La segunda, esta sí debió ser gol. Aquí llegó y se la tiró. Ahora, ya escuché un par de canales de Bayern diciendo, ojalá esto solo sea pretemporada, porque ya les empieza a recordar a Sané, que es un jugador que ellos no quieren para nada, porque se tiraba muchos goles, y Mané, ¿se acuerdan de Liverpool? Que llegó y fracasó. Así que le van a dar tiempo, pero ya empezaron a mirar esas cositas, ya empezaron a quejarse. Bueno, los dejo con el video, disfruten, nos vemos muy pronto, esto es Golazo, ya les dije, suscríbanse, denle like al video, nos vemos muy pronto.
La 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 la. He's Luis Díaz. He's from Barrancas, and he plays for Bayern Múnich. La 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 la. La 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 la. He's Luis Díaz. He's from Barrancas, and he plays for Bayern Múnich. La 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 la.
Diaz, in my opinion, not forced his way, but made it clear that he doesn't want to stay. And in football,
so was Isak, man.
Hear me out.
We got what we wanted for Isak.
This is what, and not only that, this is not nice for me to say, but this is the truth. This is the reality. Isak means more to Newcastle than Diaz does more to Liverpool. Because remember, that's their marquee player. Diaz is one of our players. He was one of our own. And I actually miss Diaz. I wish he stayed. And I would have kept Diaz. I was on record, kept on saying we should not sell Diaz unless he wants to leave. This was from a month ago. The problem is, if a player really wants to go and he says to the manager, like, you know, I really want to like try something else. My contract situation is a bit of a mess. Rare. The manager's going to be like, all right, cool. Do what's best for you. Like, and there's probably a lot that's going on with all these players that probably won't even find out until a year or so later. But in regards to Diaz, I think he wanted to leave, contract situation, and he just wanted a fresh start potentially. I'll be real, man. Like, I think Slot, maybe if the circumstances were different, might have said you're not going nowhere. Because originally Liverpool said Diaz is not going nowhere. Remember, Bayern went away. They did actually go away, you know. Then they came back.
And that's the point that I'm trying to get at for why I asked the question, Matt. Because even though Liverpool have been amazing in one respect of what we've done in the transfer market, we've also been pretty bad, because selling well isn't an excuse. It should be more about the playing squad, in my opinion. Like, we're doing the accountant thing again. Do you really think I want to sell Diaz and Nunes, and then if we don't replace them, be left short and go, oh, but look how amazing we are at selling and the accounts are up and we're in the green? I don't give a fuck about any of that. I need Diaz to be able to come on and help us win a game to win the Champions League. I don't care about money. So it's crazy to me that Liverpool kind of have been the only team this window that are like, let's get rid of, regardless of whether we've replaced or not. Because what if we get left short?
The way I look at it, Drift, is if Rio has maybe done so well in training, they've gone, that's the Diaz replacement. They might have done that, but that remains to be seen. Before I forget, can I ask you both a question? If you, Cal, who would have been your top choice left winger once we finish the season just gone? Who would have been your first choice left winger?
I'll be real with you guys. I know Musiala had signed a new contract by then.
Yeah, left winger. Who was your first choice? Like,
I would have wanted Wirtz to come in as left winger.
Would you? Fair play.
Or Barcola.
This doesn't work with what I'm about to say.
But I'd say Barcola then.
But what about you, Drift? All right, cool. Barcola, stay there. All right, Drift, who would have been your first choice left winger? If you thought, Diaz is leaving, I think he's gonna go. Like, who would be your first choice?
I'm not even copping out. I didn't want anyone. I wanted to keep Diaz.
Yeah.
Drift, I need you to. I need for this
to
work.
I can't think of one because I was never in that mind frame.
All right, Drift. All right, Drift's out of the conversation because I can't use it on Drift. What I'm trying to say is this: imagine now if Liverpool have gone, all right, cool. We know Diaz is leaving. We know he's leaving. However, we're going to get a world-class number 10. So that world-class number 10 is going to make us miss out on a top left winger. What would you have said at the time? Because it's starting to make me wonder. And the reason I'm saying that is because the PR has already started with Rio. Albeit he deserves it. He does deserve it because he's been absolutely amazing. But the reason I'm saying that is because is there a world where Liverpool have gone, do you know what? Should we just take a chance here?
I'm going to be completely transparent and honest. If we go with Salah and Ben Doak as our right wing options, then we've weakened our right-hand side from last season. If we go Rio and Gakpo from our left-hand side, we've weakened on our left side from last season.
We have, I agree.
But we would have strengthened our striking options with Ekitike and Isak.
But and the only reason, that's the only reason I'll let it slide, Cal. That's actually the only reason I'll let it slide.
You've weakened the front line.
So does that mean the word I want to use is true? Unbalanced.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think the mistake we made at this present time, unless things changes, is it's the sale of Diaz? Because Diaz is the one. 100%. I think he's the one. Because you're missing quality, you're missing depth.
Diaz
as
and
well.
Are the only two sales we've made this summer that I've questioned.
Yes.
And he was one of our best players.
Slot did say he wanted to keep him, but he said Diaz wanted to, in not so many words, he was like, I can't. I'm trying to remember the words that he used, but he basically said Diaz obviously wanted to go. Like he wanted to keep Diaz, and there's a reason why.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of Diaz wanting to go for the more money and Hughes seeing a market opportunity to cash in on a player who was aging. I think Slot, if he'd had his way, would have kept Diaz.
I think the club didn't want to give him the contract.
Kwanzaa and Diaz sales only make sense if we go out and get proper replacements for them.
Facts.
If we don't, then we've really messed up, in my opinion.